Thank you for turning to page 121. Today we're going to look into Journal of Travelers Aid Society number 13. I love JTAS. We have a look, in this issue, a special look at the hivers. First thing we get on the inside is Come Visit the Future, Game Designers Workshop in Bloomington, Illinois. They've been publishing Travelers since 1977, so how's that? And then the table of contents for Journal JTAS number 13, which cost $2.50. And this came out in late 80 or early 81. It was always hard to tell on these. Oh, this 82 actually, copyright 82. So then we get our editorial from the management, and we've got Travelers available through GDW distributors in the UK and Australia. GDW was actually pretty big back in the day. And then we have Just Detected, new stuff that's out that could be played by someone who's interested in Traveler. Moon-based Clavius, a board game. Space Empires, abstract strategic level game. Played from FCI Consumer Guide. I have that one. That was pretty good by FASA. Aslan Mercenary Ships, also by FASA. Have that. Merchant Class Ships, have that. Trading Team. This is Marischal Adventures out of Elk Grove Village. I think I have an e-copy of that from the Far Future Enterprises. And Traveler News Service. Our dates are 35-1108 to 122-1108. Just a short entry today. Charged Particle Accelerator Weapons. And this is for High Guard. So we have that article going, and then we have an ad for the Complete Strategist, a series of role-playing game stores that was on the East Coast of the United States. I believe some are still around. Finishing out our article, we have Milcon Simu Systems, that's hard to say, Smithfield, North Carolina, and these guys are distributors for Stryker, FASA, Martian Metals, Paranoia Press, a lot of others. That's interesting. Lockbox, an Amber Zone adventure. One night in the bar near Starport, the adventurers are interrupted in their evening's entertainment by a pale, excitable man dressed in nondescript ship suit. There you go. That's the beginning of your adventure, Lockbox. Save our coupons for free traveler supplements from Days of Yore in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Don't know those guys. Finishing out our adventure. We get the feedback response, what people liked and didn't like about the last issue. I always thought this was interesting that they did this. And then we have an ad for Gravball. And Gravball is brought to us by FASA out of Chicago, Illinois. The same guys that went on to do Battletech. The Bestiary, it's a Garhawk. Beware of the Garhawk. I always like Bestiaries and Traveler. Hoplites by Lauren Wiseman. That's pretty good. Contact, The Hive. This is my first exposure to hivers. And I found them really neat. I just found that the placement in charted space was of little use to me because they're clear across from the Spinward Marches, where most of my campaigns have been. I have done some out in the Gateway area, and I've used hivers then. I like hivers a lot. They're really interesting. So there we have some great artwork. Cutaway view of a hiver, I love that. Some more on the hiver, I love this article. Hiver and Control Council. Hivers outside the Federation. Continuing out the article, I'm going to sit down and read this one again. This article is by John Harshman, Bill Keith, Lauren Wiseman, and John Estelle. Another ad for the Complete Strategist, this one in Greater New York. Casual Encounters, Mercenary First Sergeant Gunnar Halvidson. I always like these casual encounters because they're real good adventure hooks. NPCs you could plug in and have them become patrons or just people that need something done. And then we have an ad that tells us adventure awaits you. The trading team from Marischal Adventures, Flight of the Stag, Salvage Mission, and Fleet Watch. Yes, I believe I have all those through Far Future Enterprises. They were out of Elk Grove, Illinois. High Passage, a ticket to Traveler Adventure. I've looked at High Passage in the past. I love that magazine. They were from FASA in Chicago. New Cardboard Heroes for Traveler from Steve Jackson Games. Cardboard Heroes were an interesting idea. It was I have several. It was just something that I didn't use. They tended to blow over in my experience. If somebody hit the table or plopped the book down. I don't know. I like the metal and the plastic ones better. Reinforcements have arrived. Military and civilian vehicles now available in Martian metals. Out of Cedar Park, Texas. Some Traveler minis. Usually 15 millimeters, so I'm getting that was 15 millimeter. Real-time Traveler. These are ref notes. So basically just how you would play Traveler. Just some how-to advice. I like that. Those were very useful, especially in the early 80s. Finishing out our article here, we have the 8th Annual Strategist Club Awards for Creativity in Gaming. And the various winners there. Or actually, I think this is the ballot. Let's see. Yeah, this is the ballot to vote for whom you want to win. Buy this stuff from FASA and all the list of their products. That's pretty cool. I never have Grav Ball, but I had most of the other stuff. Blaze new trails to adventure with Judges Guild. Judges Guild out of Decatur, Illinois. They used to publish some really good stuff for Classic Traveler. Plague, Disease and Treatment in Traveler. Again, not a ton of information on this in any of the RPGs I was playing back in the early 80s. So a very valuable article for Traveler, for Gamma World, for Champions, and even to a lesser degree for D&D. Thought Waves. This is another Amber Zone. At the outbreak of the Fifth Frontier War, a small team of archaeologists from Whiteship University was investigating an unusual underwater site in the frontier world Kihan. And we deal with the Jodani in that one. Rather long article. I like it. Another ad for Complete Strategist along the east coast of Chicago. Game publisher seeks playtesters out of Charlotte, West Virginia. Interesting, he doesn't say anything about the game itself. He just wants game testers, and you send an SASE, which for those of us who are under 1,000 years old, it's a self-addressed stamped envelope. So they could send you information back in the envelope that you sent with the stamp already on it. That's how we used to do it a billion years ago. The Ship's Locker, torches and welding equipment. Also something of value in any science fiction game. And then we have an ad or an article here for 4mm Gauss pistol, the needle gun. I love Gauss pistols. High finance, or high finance, depending on how you want to say it. There are two distinct types of traveler adventures. Those who adventure for the sake of adventuring, or trying to make money. And this is how you can work in high finance for your players. And then we got to look at next issue. We're going to get Law and Lawbreakers, a series of articles dealing with crime, law, lawyers, and police forces in Traveler's Imperium. And Contact, the Darians. My first exposure to Darians. Casual Encounter, the Bestiary, Ship's Locker, and other features. And then we have Workshop News, just a little bit about what's going on at Games Workshop. An ad for the Borderlands from Chaosium out of Albany, California. And then the back cover is an ad for Universe 3, a computer-moderated correspondence game, so play by mail. Computer-moderated out of Central Texas Computing Incorporated, Austin, Texas. So there you go. That's it. That's just a quick look at the issue of Journal of Travelers Aid Society, JTAS, number 13. It was out in 1982. I really enjoyed JTAS. I enjoyed Challenge when it became Challenge with what would have been issue 25 of JTAS. But I still miss the original JTAS. But that's all I've got to say today on page 121. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. I'm trying to build up likes so I can see what that does with the algorithm to help grow the channel. Also take a look at the Patreon. See if you can help me there. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, as I just said. Also, if you have a friend who would like this content, please let them know about it. It's still growing the channel. But that's all I've got to say today on page 121. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.